German cars have a reputation for being expensive, overcomplicated, and unreliable, and a lot of them earned it. But here is what the used car market does not want you to figure out. Some of the most durable cars ever built wear German badges. After the original owner absorbs that brutal depreciation, you get engineering designed to cruise the Autobahn at 130 miles per hour for the price of a used Corolla. These are 12 used German cars with over 100,000 miles that are still worth every dollar. Number 12. The Volkswagen Jetta TDI with the 1.9-litre ALH diesel. The Jetta TDI from 1999 to 2003 with the ALH engine is one of the simple diesel powertrains Volkswagen ever built. Owners on TDI forums routinely report 300,000 miles with nothing more than timing belts, oil changes, and the occasional glow plug. No diesel particulate filter, no complex emissions equipment, just a turbo, direct injection, and a cast iron block that refuses to quit. Fuel economy sits around 45 to 50 miles per gallon on the highway. The catch is the car around the engine. Window regulators fail, interior plastics get brittle, and rust creeps in on northern cars. But the powertrain itself is tractor-grade hardware wrapped in a compact sedan. Clean examples run $3,000 to $5,000. Number 11. The Mercedes W204 C300. Mercedes built the W204 C-Class from 2008 to 2014, and the C300 with the 3-litre, naturally aspirated M272 V6 is the sweet spot for high-mileage reliability. 228 horsepower, no turbo to worry about, and the 7G Tronic transmission has proven itself across millions of miles in Mercedes sedans worldwide. The balanced shaft sprocket issue on early M272 engines was resolved by 2010. Expect to pay $6,000 to $10,000 for a clean example with 100,000 to 120,000 miles. Number 10. The Audi B8.5 A4 2.0T. The original B8 A4 had a well-documented oil consumption problem. Audi revised the piston rings and updated the positive crankcase ventilation system starting with the 2013 model year, creating what enthusiasts call the B8.5. The updated E888 Generation 3 engine is a fundamentally different ownership experience. Oil consumption dropped to normal levels, the timing chain tensioner was redesigned, and the Quattro all-wheel drive system continued delivering traction through every season. At 100,000 miles, the B8.5 still feels tight and genuinely premium. Budget $8,000 to $12,000. Number 9. The Volkswagen MK7 GTI. The MK7 GTI from 2015 to 2021 produces 220 horsepower from the E350 Gen 3 engine, with a reliability record that embarrasses a lot of naturally aspirated competition. The MQB platform is stiff, well-balanced, and resistant to the rattles that plague older German hot hatches. The 6-speed manual transmission is bulletproof. The DSG is equally durable, as long as the fluid gets changed every 40,000 miles. Water pump failures can occur around 80 to 90,000 miles, so check whether that has been addressed. Clean examples with 100,000 miles trade for $12,000 to $15,000. Number 8. The BMW E90 328i with the N52 engine. Ask any BMW mechanic to name the most reliable modern BMW engine, and the answer is almost always the N52. This naturally aspirated 3-litre inline-6 powered the E90 328i from 2007 to 2011, producing 230 horsepower with a smoothness that turbocharged engines cannot replicate. Owners routinely report 200,000 miles with nothing more than water pump replacement, valve cover gasket service, and regular oil changes. BMW recommends 15,000-mile intervals, but every independent specialist will tell you to cut that in half. At 7,500 miles between changes, the N52 will run essentially forever. Expect $5,000 to $8,000 for clean examples. That is rear-wheel drive, inline-6 BMW performance for Honda Civic money. Number 7. The Mercedes W211 E350. The W211 E-Class ran from 2003 to 2009, and the E350 with the M272 3.5-litre V6 is the sweet spot. The post-facelift models from 2007 to 2009 resolved the early electrical gremlins and SBC braking system issues. The air suspension on Airmatic-equipped models may need attention, but a conversion to conventional springs costs around $800 and eliminates the most expensive potential repair entirely. Budget $6,000 to $10,000 for a clean post-facelift E350. Number 6. The BMW E46 330i with the M54 engine. The E46 3 Series from 1999 to 2006 is widely considered the greatest BMW sedan ever made, and the 330i with the M54 3-litre straight 6 is the heart of that reputation. 225 horsepower from a naturally aspirated straight 6 that revs to 6,500 RPM with a mechanical purity that modern turbocharged engines cannot match. One documented example on E46 Fanatics exceeded 550,000 miles on the original engine with no internal work. Maintenance is key, especially the cooling system. Refresh the expansion tank, thermostat, and water pump every 60 to 80,000 miles, and this engine will outlast the body around it. Clean examples sell for $6,000 to $10,000. The 6-speed manual commands a premium, and it deserves one. Number 5. The Audi C7 A6 3.0T. The C7 A6 from 2012 to 2018 is the most underrated luxury sedan in the German lineup. The supercharged 3-litre V6 delivers 310 horsepower through quattro all-wheel drive. Unlike turbocharged engines that rely on exhaust heat and complex plumbing, a supercharger is mechanically driven and has fewer failure points. The ZF 8-speed automatic paired to this engine is widely considered the best automatic gearbox in the industry, used by everyone from Rolls-Royce to Jeep. At 100,000 miles, the C7 A6 still feels like a new car. Budget $12,000 to $18,000. Quick thing before we get to the top 4 on this list. The data on this channel shows that over 80% of you watching right now are not subscribed. That means you are showing up for the content, but the algorithm has no reason to show you the next video. If you have made it this far, you clearly care about getting real value from the used car market. Hit subscribe so you do not miss the next one. Number 4. The BMW E39 530i with the M54 engine. The E39 5 Series is widely considered one of the greatest sedans ever produced by any manufacturer from any era. The 530i arrived in 2001 when BMW dropped the M54 inline 6 into the platform, and it ran through the end of production in 2003. Everything that makes the M54 exceptional in the E46 applies here, but in a larger, more comfortable package. The highest documented mileage on an E39 is over 584,000 miles, achieved on an earlier M52 engine. The M54 is considered the improved successor. Rust is the biggest enemy, especially around the rear wheel arches and trunk floor. Clean examples sell for $5,000 to $12,000. Number 3. The Mercedes W211 E320 CDI. If you want a German sedan that treats 100,000 miles the way most cars treat 30,000, this is the answer. The OM648 inline 6 diesel in the 320 CDI brings industrial-grade durability to a luxury sedan. European taxi operators have documented these engines exceeding 300,000 miles with nothing more than oil changes and filter services. Highway fuel economy approaches 40 miles per gallon. The E320 CDI was sold in the United States for the 2005 and 2006 model years only, both equipped with the OM648 inline 6. A later V6 diesel replaced it from 2007 onward. But the inline six is the engine with the legendary taxicab reputation. Budget $8,000 to $15,000. Number 2. The Porsche 987.2 Cayman and Boxster. The 987.2 from 2009 to 2012 eliminated the single biggest fear in Porsche ownership. The redesigned 9A1 engine does not have an intermediate shaft bearing at all, and the result is a mid-engine sports car that is genuinely reliable at high mileage. The flat six produces between 255 and 320 horsepower depending on the variant, and it delivers that with a mechanical engagement that nothing else in this price range can touch. The mid-engine layout distributes weight nearly 50-50, creating handling balance that professional drivers describe as near perfect. Budget $20,000 to $30,000. That is Porsche sports car ownership for the price of a new Camry. Number 1. The Porsche 997-911. The 997 Generation 911 from 2005 to 2012 proves German engineering and high mileage reliability are not mutually exclusive. The 997.2 models from 2009 onward with the direct injection flat 6 represent the peak of naturally aspirated 911 performance combined with genuine durability. 345 horsepower from the Carrera, 385 from the Carrera S. The 6-speed manual is one of the best gearboxes ever fitted to any production car. At 100,000 miles, these cars still start every morning, still cruise comfortably on the highway, and still deliver the kind of driving experience that makes you take the long way home. Budget $35,000 to $55,000 for clean 997.2 examples. That sounds like a lot, until you realize a new 911 starts at around $130,000. German cars are not unreliable. Neglected German cars are unreliable. If you are willing to learn the maintenance schedule, find a good independent specialist, and treat the car with the respect the engineering deserves, 100,000 miles is just the beginning. If you found this helpful, subscribe and I will keep these coming. I will see you in the next one.